So guys, you can see right now we're joined alongside Project X. Yeah, do you want to introduce yourself?
And what's going on? Project X from 808 Mafia. You know how we do. I'm with my boy Ellis, coming to you with another video. Super excited. I'm glad you reached out and decided to have me on here, bro. I'm really excited.
What sort of artists you produced for? You know, what's the credits saying?
I got some credits with Future. I got some credits for NLE Choppa. Me and bro just dropped 4 on his last album. I worked a lot with Made in Tokyo as I first started. That's my brother. I got his Baby Face Ray credit, High Dollar Sign. You might find a little Uzi song out there that got leaked by me, you know, just a bunch of like random stuff that's just everywhere, man. I can't get it off of my head, but it's now that I'm listening to all these people, I'm just like, damn, like catalog just keeps getting big, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I was gonna start off with, how did you start to get into this stuff? You start making beats?
Man, it's crazy because the same people I feel like I'm around now is really what got me into the music shit. I used to really, you know, listen to a lot of Future, Young Thug, stuff like that. So I remember Future had dropped an album called Evil, and I remember just going and buying the album. This was back before Apple Music. I had to actually buy the album, and production on it was just so crazy. I'm like, bro, I need to find out how you make beats. Like, how do people do these shits? Like, this shit sound crazy. So I just did a little bit of research on production and who produced on the album, and came across people like Southside, Metro, Sunny Digital, like, you know, all the legends. I just started doing a little bit more research and just following their footsteps, you know, listening to all the live pickups, whatever I could find on YouTube. You know, back then they didn't have a lot of producers, and eventually found out what FL Studio was, and I just kept going with that. You know what I'm saying?
That's mad. That's low key. Like, you started off with this Future stuff, and now you're around them people. That must feel crazy.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. Like, when I met Crazy, because I was with my boy D-Walk, and he was just like on some surprise shit. He was just like, yo, I'm gonna take you to the studio. I end up walking in right behind him into one of the studio rooms in Atlanta, and I'm hearing my beat playing, which is weird. I'm like, yo, I recognize it. Boom. Next thing you know, we're in a session with Lil Durk, Future. D-Y was like, yo, this one of my producers. Future was just like, yo, that's crazy. We just did a few of your beats right now. Project X is wild. That me up. Like, it felt like a dream, bro. Future, one of my favorite artists. I'm like, man, I'm just blessed to be around the shit people, you know?
Yeah, bro, that's a lot of people's dreams. Literally just that moment. Let alone everything else, you know?
Nah, yeah, man, it's been a blessing, bro. I try to be super grateful every day for everything I got going on, all the people that I'm around, connected with.
What's like, how did you feel in that session then, seeing all of them?
I gotta be honest with you, like, I was just kind of like a fly on the wall at that. It's funny because I walked in, my beat was already playing, but they was just kind of on some chill mode, like, forward, and they just had a beat loaded up, play the whole time where everybody would just talk. I was just kind of sitting in the back, just like taking it all in, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, look, what,
surreal, yeah.
I'm just, damn, like, are they about to record on this shit? What? They ended up loading something else up, but just seeing like your favorite artist live, like, person, is just crazy, bro. How they do their craft is just, I'm just a fly on the wall, just taking everything in, bro. Just, I'm really here right now.
Nah, it's a blessing, bro. Like, if you think how many people would kill to just even be in that room, let alone have a song, you know? A
million percent. People don't even know. Like, I know me and bro got a lot of them a while ago. The main ones that we got out right now is the Gucci Bucket Hat record. A lot of people don't know that I produced Gucci Bucket Hat.
Bro, you know what's so funny? When I was in college, like, one of my best friends, he used to always he used to always sing that chorus. Everywhere he went, he would just be like, Gucci Bucket Hat, Gucci Bucket, everywhere.
This shit was like, it was lit. I ain't gonna lie. That was like that was it for me. I'm like, yeah, this is it. Like, I'm up. Did that record with my boy Sunny Digital and my boy Real Labor. So I'm super grateful for that record. I ain't gonna lie. That's one of my favorite records that I've done.
Damn, yeah, I mean, I don't blame you, man. So it all started with D.Y. Crazy. He kind of brought you into it.
D.Y. Crazy. It's funny because so the way me and D.Y. Crazy came about, because back then I used to just like invest into collabs. You know, I know a lot of producers, they don't like collabs and stuff like that. I had the money at the time to invest, so I was just like, yo, you know what? The way I went about shit, I'm like, listen, if I reach out to some of my favorite producers and just let them know I got this amount of money or whatever, hopefully they'll respond and hit me back with an email or a phone number at least. You know what I'm saying? I really don't give a place. I'm just trying to make a connection with my favorite producers. I remember buying a collab off him like years ago, and boom, he did a collab, whatever it is. Nothing really came out of it, but he did give me his phone number. I remember I had a flight in Miami. I was ready to leave. Something just told me like, yo, you should go to Atlanta. I've never been there, but I barely had any money left at this. You know what? Let me just book this flight to Atlanta, book a little cheap Airbnb and just see what happens. So as soon as I touched down, I texted D.Y. Crazy, and then he was like, yo, meet me at this little spot. Had me pull up to this little restaurant. We got some pick me up, went straight to the studio, and that's when we met Lil Durk and Future, that little session I was telling you about earlier. It just all happened fast. I'm just like, damn, I was only in Atlanta for an hour. So I'm just like, damn, good peoples, bro. He was one of the first few people to like show me love about coming up. So
let me get it straight. Wait, so it started off with a paid collab.
Started off with a paid collab.
And this is what can't. Yo, we got to tell these like this, because I know there's always a debate about the paid collabs, whether they're worth it or not. But you see
the way
this.
I go about it, the way I would look at it, a lot of these people, they do the paid collabs and they expect to have a #1 hit song just off that collab. Like, that's not how it works. Chances are is if the producer that you're paying to collab with is doing hundreds and hundreds of beats. How you got to look at it, because you got to keep in mind, making somebody money is the easiest way to just connect with somebody, and you know what I'm saying. So like, I knew that coming in early, so I'm just like, man, like, let me just build this connection. Like, I know having a budget or whatever, having money is gonna make bro respond to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, these producers get so many DMs a day. I'm just like, yo, you know what? I know I'm gonna get a response. Something's gonna pop off from it, maybe not. At least I'll still always be able to connect with bro, just off him remembering me, collabs, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been the kind of person, I'm just like, yo, if you got it, you know, just put up the bread, bro, because that's the easiest way to connect with somebody. Just making somebody a little bit of money. So that's how I look.
That's sauce, bro. I can't even lie. That's sauce. I always had a thing about paid collabs when I saw it. Like, I think people assume it'd be like just for the beat, so you just get a beat back. But
I mean, that's really what it is, but like, you gotta take that advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, how do you say, like, keep the relationship going, like pay for the collab and just get the beat and just kind of be upset that it's just like didn't turn out how you want. Like, you gotta stay in touch. You know what I'm saying? Try to shop the beat. You might get a placement off that on your own. Bro might just keep working with you, whoever it is. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Now you got a connection where you could just fly out to their city and be like, yo, bro, like, I'm in the city. Like, let me know if you got any sessions or if you want to pull up. Like, you never know, bro. People are more than open to just collaborate in real life. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man. I mean, I'm learning for this. I need to start hitting people up for some paid collabs now. That's so key.
I'm gonna have to start paying you for collabs sooner or later.
Damn, that's crazy. But I mean, of course, I've got to ask the question. I know we were talking about it before. You already know what I'm gonna ask.
Yeah.
But we gotta do it, alright? Because people gonna wonder. People gonna be So yeah, you already know what I'm gonna ask. How did the 808 Mafia stuff come about?
Yeah, so it's funny, bro. Like, kind of like the similar shit as the DY Crazy shit. So a long time, like, up and coming producer, like, no connections. I had paid somebody for like an email list, $100. Fuck it, like, I got 100. Let me just pay for it, see what happens. Like, I didn't have no emails at the time, so it was like 100 emails. Like, half of them didn't work, half of them did. I was sending shit out to everybody. My beats were ass at the time, though. A year later, I was just like working on my craft. I felt like my beats were better. I'm like, yo, you know what? I do got this email list. Southside was like the first person on the email list. So I'm like, man, let me just try this shit out. I know bro be rapping and shit, you know what I'm saying? Let me send him beats. At this time, I was trying to get in with the producers that were rapping, like Southside, Digital, so-and-so. So I'm like, man, let me just send bro beats. And I remember going on live and just hearing Southside rapping on one of my beats, like, just boom. Eventually, it was like every day he would go on live just rapping on my beat. It was new. So I'm like, bro, what the crazy? So I just DM bro. I'm like, man, send me your number. Let's tap in. You know, I want to keep sending you shit. We don't, you know, he was gonna do the Free Agent 4. At one point, it was gonna be all me, just all my beats.
Wow.
He be switching the Free Agent 4 every fucking like, that shit ain't never gonna be, you know what I'm saying? But
ongoing.
Ever since then, we just kind of stayed in touch. I remember I went out to Miami one time when he was staying out there. I texted him. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm in the city, bro. Like, let's link up. Let me know if you got any sessions. And he sent me an address. It was like his crib. I pulled right up. Boom. Met him first time in person, and we just been locked ever since, bro. Just been real grateful to be a part of, you know, this whole 808 Mafia shit. I mean, you was there at the 808 Mafia VIP event. Like, first one we did, I was able to put that together for us, and we just got big shit on the way, bro. I'm just real grateful to be a part of the whole 808 Mafia movement, and every day I'm just finding ways to just like push it and just make it a bigger brand than what it already is, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, well, so it started from email list, is what we're saying.
My email list, bro.
Bro, you know, it's so funny. The last one I did of this is how someone else got a young boy placement. It started from an email list, like someone they bought.
A lot of people, like, when I understand a lot of people don't got money, you know what I'm saying? But like, if you do, I highly encourage you to just like, I wouldn't say go and buy a paid collab or go and buy this, but it's like, buy some flights, move around. Like, you got to start investing into yourself, because that's the best thing you can invest in, really, bro. Like, whatever it is to contribute to this music stuff, even if it's buying your own studio sessions, you might go to LA and buy a random session in LA, and you might just bump into somebody outside. Like, I can't tell you the amount of times I done bumped into people going to the bathroom while I was in the studio in LA. Like, that shit really happened.
That's what I've been saying. I remember when I was there, like, I was literally just told just to go to any event or anything, because you bump into the craziest people.
I swear to God, bro, like, try to put some money up when you can and just make this shit worth it. Every dollar you put into yourself, music wise, if you're somebody that's really hungry, it's gonna be worth it. So I understand that coming up, and I was putting money everywhere because I eventually.
But no, that actually leads on to the next question I was gonna ask. I was gonna say, if you're a producer now and you've just started, what would be your sort of method to grow in the community?
Bro, I tell people this every day. Like, producers starting off, you got to make sure your beats are hard. Honestly, like it ain't much you can do when your beats aren't hard. But like once you get to that point where you just confident in your sound, or at least able to just make simple beats, like bro, you need to start traveling. Traveling is everything, bro. Like everything. Like you need to fly to Atlanta, try to meet up, because it's way easier to reach out to people when you're already in their city. You know what I'm saying? So go to LA, go to random events like you said, and just meet people, bro. Because one person leads to another. They introduce you to this person. Now the next time you're already familiar with the people, and it's like they might have a session set up where somebody else comes in, and it's something always opens the door to something else. You know what I'm saying? But if you just kind of at home hitting up people through the DMs, like you can only go so. You know what I'm saying? You gotta travel. I wish I traveled a long time ago.
That's what I was gonna say. Like it's almost so much better when you're actually in the studio with them compared to just working with them online. It's like a different sort of connection.
Bro, 1,000,000%. That's where all the placements come about. Really, bro. It's really hard to just get shit from like sending shit out, bro. The way to really score with this shit, you gotta be in the studio with these. That's an alley-oop when you in the studio, because it's like it's levels to this shit. You can send out shit every day. That's like hitting the lottery, bro. But when you in the studio with these people, bro, that's a slam dunk.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, I'm here thinking about a whole process now. Like, you made me think I could be like pay someone for a collab sort of thing, get connected to them, and then travel to a city where they're about, hit them up then.
That's how producers should be going about these collabs, bro. Like, don't take it as like, I know a lot of producers will pay for upset because the beat might have not came out the way they wanted it to, or they didn't get a placement off it, bro. You can't think like that. You just gotta, whoever it is, reach back out to you, and like now you have that connection where it's like, and I'm assuming, bro, like if you collab with them one time, that you got their email. You know what I'm saying? So just keep sending shit, bro. Keep sending shit, and eventually when you go to their city, wherever they are, bro, just hit them up like, yo, bro, I'm out here. Let me know if you got any sessions. The worst they can do is say no. You know what I'm saying? But you got to keep in mind there's a million other producers and artists to work with. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever get discouraged by one person. Like not everybody gonna fuck with you in the industry. So you got to keep pushing. As long as you out and about, making sure you trying to connect with everybody, bro, you gonna be alright.
Yeah, nah, I hear it. I mean, even what you're saying earlier on with the future stuff, just being in the session, let alone the credit, just being there, man. I feel like that right there is an achievement. You know, just getting to that point with these people.
Like, I mean, at this point, I'm kind of accustomed to everything, so I've been trying to sit myself down and just feel a little bit more grateful for everything. You know what I'm saying? But like the younger me definitely would have been like, oh my
That's
God.
what I'm saying. Yeah, I'll be the same. Like I'll be in the studio, I'll just be like a little bit starstruck, but try to keep it together. You know what I'm saying? Because like I always feel, I don't know if it's the same with you, but like if someone like acts like a fan to you, then you never treat them the same as a normal person. You know what I mean? Treat them like they're a fan.
You don't want to come off as a fan, bro. Like as you might be somebody's biggest fan, bro, but you gotta understand that it's a time and place to like express that appreciation, and it doesn't have to be then and there. You know what I'm saying? It might be a work when you're in the studio just trying to work. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be a time and place when you can show your appreciation. But if you're blessed to be in the studio with an artist, bro, just, you know what I'm saying, you there for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel starstruck and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get to a point where you around so many superstars and shit. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what we can make. It's really at this point for me, I just want to make records. I want to make good music with whoever it is. You know what I'm saying? I met a lot of people, producers, artists. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? So that's just what I'm about.
Nah, I hear it. Yeah. So I was gonna say the NLE stuff. You know, I know it talked about off camera a little bit, but tell the people how that all came about.
Man, NLE stuff going crazy, bro. I was just talking to bro today. Man, that's just a blessing. I was in a Derek Milano session. My boy Derek Milano, he's an amazing songwriter. He had the studio for a few months, so invited me out a few times. One of the nights that I was there, NLE had actually put us in, and you know, we got a record done. I think I was there with my boy Section 8 too, another fire producer. We was there just cooking up for NLE, seeing what he ended up fucking with one of the beats, and he ended up writing to it was one of Section 8's beats. So as he was recording, I was kind of playing the keys like while he was writing over the beat. He was like, yo, I really like, let's add that. So I'm like, okay, cool, just record the song, I'm gonna add it in as soon as you're done. So he kind of just liked the way we was flowing, you know what I'm saying? So I ended up taking bro's number for the session, because I'm like, yo, I want to send shit, you know what I'm saying? I try to get everybody's phone number before I leave, just so we can keep working, bro. The worst thing that you could possibly do is meet somebody and just not, you know what I'm saying? You don't want, fuck Instagram. Like some people at this caliber aren't even gonna respond, you know what I'm saying? Got his phone number and we just stayed in touch ever since. Got a few more records just off texting him and stuff. Like I like to text artists beats.
Yeah.
And, he ended up hitting me up like, yo, bro, I got a session in LA. I want to do a producer camp, you know, you and my other producers. And I'm here thinking it's like gonna be a big camp where it's like 10, 20 producers producing camps, bro, because it's always like 10 people trying to like fight over the aux. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately, it was just me, Superstaro, and his other producer, Draco. Amazing producers. And it was a songwriter in there by the name of Modesty. Super fire. He's like, yeah, bro, I got the studio for like 3 days. Perfect. It was just a small group. When Choppa came in, he already had the idea for the It's Getting Hot record. He was already playing the Nelly record. He's like, yo, I want to remix this. I want to sample this, you know, let's go crazy. So we loaded it up and just right then and there did the beat in like less than 10 minutes. minutes, and just like he was already writing to it. He loved it. It's amazing working with him because he always comes at me with the ideas. He's like, yo, let's do this. I want this. I need something like this. And that's kind of the first artist I work with at that caliber that's like, okay, bro, let's do this. Let's work it. Like, our chemistry is amazing right now. So we're just trying to get shit going and just trying to get the next one going. Like I said, I got 4 on his last album, all samples, all ideas that he reached out to me about. He's like, yo, I need this sample. I need this. Let's do this. Like, man, whatever you need, you know what I'm saying? That's my job. You know, so much love for bro. He ended up inviting me to one of his shows nearby, and bro, just seeing the way that the crowd reacts. Yeah, me backstage, seeing the way that the crowd reacts like, to shit that you produce. Feeling,
yeah, must have been mad seeing that whole crowd.
Now I have a whole new perspective on this shit. I'm like, yo, I need to make more records where it's just crowds just singing this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just that feeling, bro. Is, as producers, bro, we just kind of stick in the studio all day and, you know, kind of perspective of shit. But when you're on stage with artists and it's like you got the whole crowd screaming the lyrics to your shit and it's just your beat playing in the background, whole other feeling, bro.
Yeah, so what do you think it's kind of changed your perspective on beats? Like the recent NLE songs, I know a lot of them are sampled. Are you kind of trying to push more towards that way now?
Honestly, bro, the way I go about shit, whatever Choppa wants, like he just comes at me with an idea, boom, let's get it done. It's his call every time, you know what I'm saying? I'm just here to just bring his ideas to life. We just have a good flow going on, especially between me, Superstaro, him, and Draco. We chat and bounce ideas between each other all day long until we find the right one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how does like in the studio, like when you actually playing beats, is it normally he just has an idea already and you build off of that, or?
Normally he has an idea that he wants us to like do from scratch, but like if I was to just go through beats, like he playing shit till he find the right one and just start writing, man. I like being in the studio with him because he's just always hype, bro. Like the same way y'all act, like that's how he is in the studio. So it's like, especially when we get a good song done, he just, the energy he brings, bro. I just love being with him in the studio, man.
Yeah, because I always see stuff about people saying, you know, reading the vibe of the room and stuff. Do you get that with NLE? Like when he comes in, you kind of know what sort of vibe he's on.
Yeah, he kind of, I mean, the relationship me and him got is like, you know, I'm cool with him. So it's like, I know what you're trying to ask. It's been times where I've been in studios where it's like, I'm trying to read the room, trying to play the right beats, look at the artist, and he's not really feeling your vibe, you're not feeling his, and it's just kind of like an awkward type of like, me and Chop, like, it's always been like a great time and just so easy to work, honestly, bro. It's great, bro.
That's crazy, yeah, damn. They came from Future to then having these shows and you're backstage at the shows. And
yeah, man, blessing, bro, honestly, you know, seeing all this shit finally started going the way that I wanted to and just seeing through to your labor, finally, it's just amazing.
Yeah, I wanted to mention as well, because I know obviously you did the meet, the Mafia meet, and I don't really see people doing like big things like that too much. So how did that all come about?
I got the idea from Producer Grind. Shout out the boys at Producer Grind, Dylan, all them boys. I had attended the Producer Grind event, like my first time at LA, and it was amazing. I just loved it. At that time, I had a little bit of a buzz going on back in my hometown. So I'm like, yo, you know what? It'd be a great idea to put a mini one together, a little mini VIP session where I just have producers come, ask questions, play beats, stuff like that. So I've done like about 4 or 5 of those. For this recent one, I'm like, yo, I was telling Southside, I'm like, bro, we need to, like, you know, 808 Mafia is such a household name. We need to find a way to just produce the community a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? So, bro, you know, I do these VIP events. I already know the structure, like put this shit together for us. And I just need you to show up with the guys and just stand. He's like, he loved the idea. It's like, bro, X, you know, just set it up and, you know, I'm with it. He gave me the green light. We put that shit together. It was fire, bro. It was smooth. I was amazed by the outcome. Now we're just looking to do the next one somewhere early next year. It was just amazing to see everybody and feel the love. And I feel like, you know, even Southside, like, I feel like he felt the love, you know, from everybody there. And that's just what it was all about. Just the gap between the up and coming producers and 808 Mafia. Because I'm all for the producer community. I'm just like, man, Southside, we gotta tap in a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this. You know, let's go from city to city. Let's do a tour. Let's meet these people in real life, bro. Because I know it's gonna be that one or a few people that's just gonna be at that event, and just from that point on, it's just gonna change your whole perspective of things. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, literally. I mean, I remember, because obviously I was one of them people that was at the event. I just remember seeing so many people and they were like they knew me and stuff. I was like, damn, like it's so much more different seeing them in person to see them online. Like you have how many followers online, but when you see them in person, you're like, damn, these people actually, you know, they know me, sort of thing. Like, so I can imagine for you and Southside and all that lot, just seeing everyone that knows you, even if it wasn't like 1 million people, sort of thing. That'd be crazy to have something like that. But even like the amount of people there knowing you, it just must feel so much different, you know?
It's an amazing feeling. I mean, we had Max Lord there, we had Pyrex there, we had Perps there, Southside. Like, they felt the love, you know what I'm saying? It was nice. I can't wait to do the next one, man. You gotta pull up to the next one.
Damn, man, let me know, because it's on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
No, that was, yeah. I just think that that's such a good thing, because I don't really see many people do that now. I feel like we need to kind of bring the community
I
forwards and do that.
I think it's a good way to like, cause you know, like producer, especially up and coming, like it's hard to like make a lot of money off this producer shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't make too much money. You know, you got to build a brand, bro. Build a brand, interact with your, do events, sell tickets. Like, it's so many ways to go about making real money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying we just doing it to make money, but it's like, as a producer, from a producer's standpoint, like you're looking to make some money, bro. Like you got to build your brand, because you're not gonna be rich off your placements, bro. You got to know how to set events up. I just love events because I just know how to do them, and I've done it already. But that's one of the best ways to do it. Like we was talking about off camera the other day, like the YouTube presence is huge, and you know, just funneling that and selling kits and you know doing all this type of shit. But that's what producers should really be doing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to get really paid. We already have struggles getting paid. You know what I'm saying? So it's like gotta find alternatives.
One thing I was gonna get onto, like the industry side, which I think not as many people know about, the placement side and stuff. And like, do you think like realistically it's livable pay, or do you think that people should have various sources of income?
It depends, bro. Like you might, I mean, I don't have no Drake songs, but I do Drake songs up your sleeve. That's like good little check, you know what I'm saying? I mean, up and with the way things are going as of recently, and the labels trying to like up and coming producers and Blitz all being fucked up and shit like that. It's really like hard. You got to build a big catalog, you know, in publishing deals. I'm not under a publishing deal right now, but you get a big bag off that. I mean, somebody like Southside, I mean, he has over like 600, 700, 800 fucking songs that he's produced. So like, you know, he's getting a big bag. I mean, you just want to build your catalog. Like it could be a livable. I mean, we see all the GOATs doing it, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they're still getting their deals on the side, you know, a little promoting whatever it might be, you know, like doing the movie scores. Like, I mean, look at all the GOATs. You see people like Metro going crazy, doing the Spider-Man soundtrack, like, you know, all that shit, like, gotta be able to branch out from the music as well. You know what I'm saying? So, like, with any producer, you just gotta build that catalog, bro. Even with the smaller artists, up and coming artists, like, all them little streams add up too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You should not even put out your own project too, like as an artist, like with your beats on with other artists from that shit. You never know.
I'm just trying to ask some questions because I know some people are like a bit 50-50 about, because I know there's a lot of those in the industry. So I was asked about your experience with it. So I was gonna say, what's your experience like being signed to a producer instead of like a label or an artist?
Man, it's a blessing to be with 808 Mafia alone is a blessing. Like I've always wanted to be a part of the game. Now that I'm here, it's just like, I mean, at the end of the day, you still gotta get your own shit going on and have your own motion going on. But I'm real grateful to be a part of the team because, you know, like just being around Southside, I learned so much from him, just seeing the way he acted. Even just like all the people that he's introduced me to, all the artists, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a blessing. You know, when you under somebody that's like that has a big influence in the industry, bro, you're bound to go up. You know, as long as you show up and you still under the work and under the bargain, and it's like you gotta make sure that you really put it in work, giving whoever it is what they need. You know what I'm saying? When they ask for it, because that's the only way.
I hear it. Yeah. God, no. So I was gonna say, like, when you're cooking alongside Southside, I want to ask you questions about that. What's the workflow sort of like? Is he quite a quick person with making beats?
Yeah, he's quick. You know, like Southside, we all know him because of his drums. So usually I try to make it easier for him, and I'll just like make sure I got some loop or something ready to pull up on him, because I know how he works. He just gonna be doing drums, we move on to the next beat. Like, so I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna just make sure I got these loops ready at least. Like, we might go between the computer and just like, I might add a little something, but I usually just leave the drums up to him. Like, just seeing him work, like, we'll make it hit 5-10 minutes, bro. Like,
yeah, I remember when obviously at the meet and then they were cooking up, and I remember especially when they were doing the hi-hats. I don't know if it was Pyrex or Southside doing the hi-hats, but it was like the whole 8 bars, just as soon as 8 bars going, they were just, I had it done in like 5 seconds, all the rolls and stuff. I was like,
you don't even need to listen to it back. It just like comes with, you know, over time, like you just be knowing exactly what the sweet spots are when you make your snare rolls, and know exactly what keys to hit when you're in a certain scale. Like that just comes with time.
Do you ever make like loops in the studio as well, or do you normally have them and you bring them in?
It really depends. Like it just, I might have some ready. If we're talking in the sense of like pulling up on somebody like Southside, yeah, I have some ready. I might cook up something while I'm there, or just whatever the vibe, you know what I'm saying? You go to the other studio room and just start there and just see if you want to add some shit to it, whatever it is.
Well, you like that with most producer sessions, at least, like you have loops ready, have stuff.
It depends, because I really love doing drums, you know what I'm saying? I'm big on drums, but I don't limit myself. I can make some hard ass loops, you know? I like, you know, nothing's more annoying than it's like when it's like you got a producer that's like trying to get on the drums when it really don't need any more drums, and it's like, man, like work on the melody side. You know, a lot of producers like to limit themselves, and it's like won't even touch a key. So it depends on the producer. If it's a producer that's more of like, okay, we need to make sure that we have these drums and this and that, and I know that they work in a way where it's like they'd rather have loops, I'm gonna make sure I have loops ready. If I link with a producer that only makes loops, I'm gonna do drums. drums. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just give them what they need, whoever it is.
Yes, it's just all about reading the room then, you know? It's just about catching the vibe, right?
Yeah, 1,000,000%, bro. Once you read the room and just, you know how we're working, it's your job. Just make sure that they're always comfortable with how they work and just giving them what they need to just make shit easier. You know what I'm saying?
I know you said earlier on about the camps, and you were saying you don't want so many people in there. You find it a bit weird, which I understand. What's like the max amount of people you would like to have in the studio if you had a session?
If it's my own session, usually I like to just maybe have like a few of my buddies, 2-3 of my buddies, or like, you know, I don't like being in the studio when it's too many people, because it just, especially while I'm trying to work, it just kind of throw me off, like, you know. And then you got people that's never been to the studio before, kind of just trying to talk over the music while they're having a conversation, and it's like you're trying to turn the speakers up and they just get talk louder and louder, and it's just like kind of just inviting people that I've already familiar with being in studio with. Because when I need to work, I need to work. There's times where I do like going to the studio just to hang out, and you know what I'm saying, might invite some of my buddies, might invite some girls, whatever it is, just catch a vibe out in a way, you know. When I'm in album mode, I try to just be as minimal as possible.
I hear it, because sometimes, I mean, depending on who's there, I can be open to more people just to connect. If I'm like there to work, you know what I'm saying, it's like you don't want so many people.
Yeah, that's another thing too.
Because what happens with a lot of these videos, I have people on the channel, right, and the people are gonna try and lock in. What's the best way someone can lock in with you?
Through my Discord, bro. I'm always open to like opening loops on my Discord server, a specific channel. It's called Fire Loops Only. Usually I just have people send shit through there, and whenever I'm at the studio, I'll just go through them, whatever I like the best, just load them up. I got a lot of people trying to like email me and stuff, and I'm just like, I'm not too consistent with the emails and stuff, but I'm always on Discord. So it's like, no, that's the easiest way to tap in with me, bro. I'm always in voice chat. Even if I'm playing video games, whatever it is, bro, that's just the easiest way to.
That's real, because I know you definitely get the same messages where it's just like people just messaging you saying like, yo, or lock in, or like, wait, can I send loops? And it's like,
yeah, it's like, yo, I was going through a few EMs today on Instagram. You don't want to be a person like this where you just reach out like, yo, bro, your beats fire, I want to send you loops, this and that, but like they don't even follow me or even try joining like Discord, or even like, I always just tell people like, yo, just join the Discord and tap in with me there, bro. Like, I'm not really open to working with people that are just, because when you come off as like an opportunist where you're just like, yo, can I send loops? Like, yo, like, and I know that I've never seen your name before, I've never seen you show love on any of my shit, chances are I'm gonna just give that opportunity to somebody that I am familiar with, that I've been seeing like on my posts or like in the Discord or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Because why wouldn't I give them that little opportunity? You know, all they do is support. So it's like, that's the easiest. I like working with my supporters better than I just like working with random strangers.
That's real. Personally, if I see someone showing support, then I'm more likely to talk to them.
Exactly. And that's how it should be, bro. You got a lot of these people that's just autopilot mode, and they just DM everybody, and it's like, yo, bro, like, can I send you shit? Like, bro, just show a little bit of love first. Like, at least familiar with somebody's work, you know what I'm saying? Like, bare minimum. I get the loop game. It's a little bit oversaturated right now. You got a lot of coming into the game and not knowing how to reach out. Bro, the easiest way is, like I said, in my case, like, bro, join my Discord, stay at voice chat, talk to me, have a real conversation, go from there.
Personally, I think there's just too many people that are like just straight placement mode, and they forget that people are human, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember I had conversation with people, mid-conversation they just send me like a pack of loops. I'm like, bro, we're literally mid-conversation, you know?
That's another thing, like producers that's just in placement mode. Like, that's one thing I learned, because don't get me wrong, that's something that everybody goes through. They just want to just completely disregard everything else about life other than getting placements, and that could burn you out. I mean, I was in LA for like 3 years, just in placement mode, just trying to work with everybody, trying to make some shit happen, and just like, I feel like shit didn't start. You know, the more you kind of just focus on anything, really, like when you're just like, oh, I need to chase these placements, this and that, it's just gonna keep running away from you, and you're just gonna keep chasing. At the end of the day, bro, it's all God's timing, bro. And it's just like, you just gotta wait for your time. Everybody's gonna have their time, bro, as long as you keep working, but you can't rush this shit to come any faster than what it is. These blessings gonna when it's time.
That's real, because I've realized that myself. Like, if I'm proper like chasing placements, then yeah, literally, as you said, when you chase them, they're running away. That's so real.
Like, bro, I came back to the East Coast to be closer to my family and just kind of enjoy, you know, have a good time for myself, because I don't really go out so much, and I haven't spent too much time with family since I've been in LA. Ever since I've been doing that and just putting in more time into real life stuff, linking back up with my friends and just spending more time with my family, like, that's when I feel like I've been having all this shit come about and people reaching out to this and more opportunities when it's the last thing on my mind. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the best thing for you to do is just find a balance between everything. everything. Like, don't get too caught up with the placements, because it's like, it's gonna be times where it's like you're going hard and you don't get shit and you don't hear shit, and you're just gonna feel so discouraged and super burnt out and super tired. And it's like, that's when you gotta be like, okay, cool, let me have some fun. Let me go do this. Let me go to the club. Let me go out to eat. Let me family. Let me just go outside a little bit. That shit could be draining. You know what I'm saying? And you don't wanna feel that way.
I get that, yeah. Especially confidence wise, because I know like the producers that like, you know, they might be in placement mode, but once they get in the studio, because they have no social skills because they're inside all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, social skills is another thing to have. I'm glad you used that like term, social skills, because that's the thing in this industry. Like just being a person, like when you're in the studio, like I done had conversations about this in my Discord. Like people ask me like, how do you be a cool person? And I just never know how to answer that, bro. You just gotta have skills. You gotta know how do you make friends when you go to a new school? You just gotta do yourself, you know, show up. Like that's like asking me, how do you make friends? You know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta have social skills. I guess that's really the best way. It's been times where I've been in the studio and it's like I might have had somebody in the studio that might have came off a little bit as a fan, and it's no problem with that. But it's like I don't really want somebody like that like next to me. I'm working all the time, looking over my shoulder, doing everything, like just trying to see everything that I'm doing, and it's just kind of like definitely gotta work on your social skills if you feel like you don't have a really good social skills. Being in the studio is huge. Like unless you just want to be somebody that's emailing people every day for the rest of your fucking life, or you gotta show up and meet people in real life, connect with people. People gotta know that you're a real person, because if not, bro, people just gonna look at you as an Instagram account.
Nah, that's right there. What you just said right there, that's so real. Like there's such a big difference between Instagram and real life. People need to know that.
You gotta put a face to the name, bro. You gotta, face card is everything, bro, because you gotta keep in mind in this industry, bro, it's millions of producers trying to reach out to this person and reach out to this. Like we just look at people as Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Until like that 808 Mafia event, like I had so many people come out to that event to meet me in real life, put a face to their name, and these are people that's been hitting me up for months and months and months, that people that I probably never respond to, but now that I know them and met them in person and know their name, I'm more likely to open their DM, respond, and maybe take some loops or work on, you know what I'm saying? Because I know them. Once you meet somebody, it's different, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. You lot need to come to these events.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, if you're around the next one, I don't know if you got a date or anything planned, but
I mean, we don't, not as of now, no, but like once the holidays is over, like after Christmas and New Year's, I'm definitely gonna get started on putting the next one together. Keep an eye out for that. It's gonna come soon.
100%. I'll try to be there, depending on where it is.
We need you there, Ellis. We need you there.
It was such a good time when I came to LA, and literally there was so much stuff going on at that time. And literally, you know what was? I booked the tickets to LA before I knew about everything, and it was like, bro, it was like, because I booked it ages in advance, like almost a year in advance. I remember seeing that, bro. It was so weird. I saw it at the set. I was like, nah, I'm there at the same time. That's so weird. I had to come.
Bro, like that's what I'm saying. Like the way I look at shit is like, okay, if you wouldn't have, this is how I think. Like if you wouldn't have booked that flight ages ago and had that energy where you're just like, okay, I'm gonna go out to LA. Whatever happens, maybe that would have never worked out the way it was. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think. If I just do this and just put my energy here, like something's gonna come from it. I don't know what, but it'll come. You know what I'm saying? That's how the universe responds to you. So I'm just heavy on that.
I heard sometimes you gotta go full Kanye and just go for it, you know?
Go full Kanye, bro. Yeah.
Do you have any plans for next year, like music wise?
Man,
any
honestly,
goals or
bro,
anything?
I feel like my plan a long time ago was to get where I'm at now, and it's just like I just gotta keep going, really, to keep connecting with people and keep finding new people to collaborate with. Once you sign up for this music shit and you turn it into your whole life, keep going with it, bro. It ain't shit else for us to do. We just got that's the only plan.
But just stay consistent. I hear it.
Oh, but with that being said, though, like you definitely kind of inspired me to just start up my YouTube again, and I just need to go a little bit more crazy with the online shit and just content and shit. For this whole year, like I just been so focused on just trying to make records and make sure these records come out and stuff like that. So now I'm ready to just start interacting with the producer community again and giving them what they need.
Of course, just having a good balance of both. It's great, like in person and online. You've got that lockdown.
Yeah. 1,000,000%, bro. You right on that, bro. That's everything. Endless opportunities on just generating income, bro. I'm telling you, waiting for them advances, bro, be a bitch, bro.
Yeah, not in advance. I know that. No, that's crazy. What? So, the Gucci Bucket Hat song. I know we spoke about it a while ago. From the session, you saw Future the first time.
No, it was funny, bro. Like, and I had spoke about this briefly. Like I said, going back to investing in myself and just having all this money to just kind of throw everywhere. I had reached out to this artist that I really fucked with at the time. I don't even know if I should say his name because I feel like everyone's just gonna go reach out to that person and just like try to do the exactly what I did, and it's not gonna work that way. But I'm gonna just say, Guap Tarantino, super cool artist, like super fire. He project with like ATL Jacob and Nav one time, super low key project. Fuck with it so heavy. I'm like, yo, I need to work with this guy. Boom, ended up DMing him. I'm like, yo, bro, I got $500-600 for you, bro, just to play on my beats. If you like them, you can use them. If you don't, cool, at least you heard them. And he hit me back. He's like, yeah, bro, like send it this way. Like, here's my info. Sent over the beats, and he was fucking with them. So boom, got a few records like that. I think I got my placement like that. It was like the Guap Tarantino Lil Got It. They streamed it on you know those Beats Ones Apple stations that they have. Like it's like, you know how Drake does like a radio on Apple Music.
Oh, yeah.
And has one called like Memento Mori, something like that. Dream, one of the songs I did with Guap Tarantino and Lil Got It. So come to find out, Guap is like Future's cousin. So yeah, bro. So I didn't know this when I was like reaching out, like wanting to work and shit. I'm like, so he ended up, I don't know what he did. Somehow he was in the studio with Zoe Dollar and Future, and Zoe Dollars was fucking with my shit. Cause at this point, Guap was only using my beats for a while. Zoe Dollars was fucking with my shit. This was back when he was signing me. Zoe hit me up. He's like, yo, bro, I need some beats. Like, send me some shit. Sent him, got a song. He didn't work too hard. It went really big. Then he was in the studio one time and I sent Zoe a pack. Future was like, yeah, I need this whole pack. And Zoe just, you know, gave him the hard drive. Boom, that's how Gucci Bucket Hat came about. But it's funny because Gucci Bucket Hat was made like a year or two before it released. I thought it was never gonna come out. I heard the song. He sent me a video. I'm like, oh shit. I sent it to Sonny. I'm like, this one of the ones. It didn't come out for like a year or two. Then eventually, I guess he gave the record to this female artist, Hap Chanel, who's super fire. Me and her got a bunch of shit on the way, and they put it out as Gucci Bucket Hat. Bro, that shit was like, my head was going crazy. Bro. Like, I knew the song was a thing, but I just never thought it was gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? And eventually it did. I'm like,
that was crazy.
He's one of my favorite artists, bro. He really, like, his music influenced me to start doing music and knowing about the people that I know and I'm connected to now. And it's just like full circle moment.
I really didn't know who was his cousin. You know, I listened to Guap. I didn't even know who was
cousins, bro. Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah. Well, so you say you didn't know at the time that they were related or anything?
You know, bro. Like, I'm just like, yo, I genuinely put up some money. Hope send me an email or something. You know, Zoe found me, spoke on my shit, and then Zoe gave my beats to Future, and then boom.
Crazy. That's for a paid service sort of thing as well.
Kinda like you could kind of say that, but it kind of came as like a while after. Like, you know, initially I paid Guap and listened to my beat. Ended up getting a few records. One thing led to another. One thing led to another. And my beats eventually got the Future. I'm not saying go to an artist and money. Like, nobody would want to spend money on an artist to use their beats. Like I said, I had the intentions of just building a relationship, connection with somebody, and just do with that. So and it happened the way I expected it to. I didn't know it was gonna be like that. I just want to work with Guap.
Yeah, that's a good perception of it, because I know like the whole because I know some artists I'd be like, oh, this much for a song, like producer got paid for a song sort of thing. And yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Some of these SoundCloud artists that's like, yo, I'm doing like placements right now. I mean, don't do that shit, bro. Like, unless you honestly, bro, if it's a really fire artist, they are offering that, and you know that, and you really want to work with them, and you just like, fuck them, might as well see if you could try to do that and put it out as your own record. You know what I'm saying? And just like kind of build your own catalog. And it's like, if it's not that way, bro, honestly, you shouldn't even be trying to pay no artist. They should be paying you. But that happens a lot with smaller up and coming artists who don't really have a budget or signed to a label that are just trying to make it. I understand it, bro, but it's like, as a producer, you kind of don't want. I've seen a lot of producers get scammed. Like I'd rather put some money in producer pocket to collaborate with them before I just work with an artist that you don't even know is gonna like respond to your shit after. You know what I'm saying?
It's okay, like hitting these people up with like some sort of money in mind.
Bro, that's the easiest way to be friends with somebody, bro. Just make them some money.
Everyone loves money.
That's just how I was thinking. I'm like, man, I got this money, bro. Like $200 for this, $300 for this. Fuck. Respond like this.
You know, that's also, you know how people are gonna start paying people now. do this. All producers are gonna be paid.
Bro, I've had people like placements here, I mean, not placements, for collabs. I don't ever guarantee a placement because you never know, you know what I'm saying? But like, I be charging for collabs. I don't have people respond like, bro, I stopped paying for collabs a year ago. Like that's cool. I understand it. I dig it. Some producers, they're willing to work with you without you paying. Some aren't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I make some of my money this way. So it's just like, fuck it. Because I'm really out here sending shit out. I'm in the studios and I might play the collabs first before I get to all my own shit. That's just how I am. I mean, don't get me wrong. You got some producers who just never get this shit done. And you just gotta find the right person, bro. That's all it is.
Did a bit of background. check on the person before.
Yeah,
giving
background
money.
check, bro.
Yeah.
Chances are, if you know that it's a producer that's known for scamming, bro, or something, bro, don't put your break. You just gonna only hurt yourself.
That's also, I haven't really heard people say that too much, going that route.
Yeah, I mean, it's the route I took. I'm just saying what happened for me and how it worked out for me. You know what I'm saying? I know the game's a little bit different. If you got, like I said, if you got the money, bro, spend it. If you don't, that's cool. Find an alternative. Find a way to make money. If you a producer who's like not really getting a lot of money right now, learn how to engineer. That shit took me out of like a real dark place that I was at one point. I learned how to engineer. I was making like $1,000 a week just off engineering, bro. Easy, bro. And I was fuck, I could do this shit anywhere I want. And then I just started traveling and just working with people. And just engineering is the easiest thing you can learn as a producer, bro. It's only gonna generate income. It's like you can really charge any up and coming artists around your city, like, oh, I got sessions for 40, 50 an hour. Book at least 2 with me. Now you're walking away with $100 off every person. People coming in a day, bro. Like now you got 500, depending on how much they book. Like you can really make some real money, bro. And it's easy. All you're doing is track. Just get a fire template, learn how to use it, learn how to mix it a little bit. You're really just tracking, bro. Like you just hit record and just drag shit down and chop shit up. Like you already do that with samples anyways. So it's like, bro, learn how to engineer, bro. That shit's crucial, bro. And that'll help you get placements too along the way. Like it's been times I got some placements that I recorded on my own because there was no other engineer. You know what I'm saying? It's been times like I'm just recording people. So it's like that's a skill you need to learn as a producer, bro. Don't be lazy, bro.
Well, so you're saying it's quite an important thing to just sort of like learn how to engineer on the side as well.
Oh yeah, bro. It's meant like because you don't want. It's been times where I've been in the studio with big artists. We had to wait on the engineer. At that point, when the engineer comes through, the artist might not even be in the vibe that he was when he came in the studio. You want to make sure you're always ready, bro. Like, if I'm in a session with Choppa and the engineer's still not there, I'm not going to leave Choppa waiting. I'm going to load up, you know what I'm saying? That just makes it easier to make sure artist is on your beat, bro. And at that point, you know what I'm saying? It's easy, bro. I promise. Producer watching this, bro, you learn how to engineer on Pro Tools, bro. Easy, bro. Just try it. Record yourself. That's the easiest way to learn. Just recording yourself. You learn what an artist wants when he's in the studio.
That's very, you know what it is, yeah? I'm going to be watching this back and I'm going to be like taking notes. It's all these little bits, you know?
Hey, it's crucial, bro. Like, I mean, I only record if I have to. It's crucial, bro. That shit done saved my life, man. I don't pay bills just off like recording at one point. Learn any skill you can. Like even like we was talking about today, like you know how you edit your own videos. You know how much money people have to pay somebody else to learn to edit their own videos? Bread, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could be doing that for other people. Make a fucking fuck ton of bread. And fund that to your music career. If you a fire producer and you know how to engineer, bro, you're gonna have artists calling you every day, like, bro, what you doing today? Can we record? To the point where you get annoyed with it. You're just like, day off today. Like, you
know, it's so funny. Like one of my mates, shout out to Zero, right? He's like this engineer, really fire engineer. He's like one of my best mates as well. And like we'd literally be chilling because he makes beats as well. We'd just be cooking beats, and he literally get calls from his artists like FaceTime saying, "Oh, bro, you're in the studio right now." Yeah, I feel like connection-wise as well, it's so good for a connection if you just engineer with them because you just get that.
Yeah, but here's another thing I want to mention, bro. Don't let these artists play you like you're an engineer. Like if you truly a producer, if you want to get these placements and make like, don't let these artists kind of because I've seen the way some artists treat engineers and like. I wasn't too happy with it, you know.
Sort of box them in.
That's why I try to stay away from like engineering half the time because I don't want artists to get too comfortable with me just engineering all the time. And like one thing I'll never do is record on somebody else's beat. I'll never load anybody else's beat.
What if engineering?
So, yeah, it's always got to be my beat. I'll only record on my beat. Let people know like, yo, bro, I'm only doing my beats. Like people gonna be like, all right, people gonna respect it.
I feel like it's a really nice way to get your foot in the door as well, isn't it? Like once you engineer, you could just like slap some of your beats in there.
Hell yeah, like say you do come into the game as an engineer and it's like you recording on other people's beats, like eventually it's gonna come a time where bro needs beats and like you gonna have all these beats ready.
Yeah, I'd say that's kind of a wrap for the interview.
Again, I'm really grateful you reaching out and having me on here.
You got anything you want to shout out? Let them know.
Shit, man. Hey, new Project X and NLE Choppa on the way, bro. Just keep an eye out, you know, stream that new Cottonwood 2 Deluxe. More 808 Mafia events on the way. Pretty sure we got the 808 Mafia Project coming soon, so keep an eye out for that.
Could I ask, where's that at? Where's that at? I'm hearing Southside saying about a project. Hey, these people say about a project, bro.
Hey, see, here's the thing, though. The thing about Southside, when he tell you it's a project coming, you're gonna have to wait like another year or two.
Because I remember I did a Southside, I remember looking at my old videos, right? I did like a Southside story like a year or two ago saying, for FA4.
I've been waiting on FA4 since I started making beats, bro. It's been like 6-7 years I've been waiting on. Then he just switched it up. Then he's like, nah, I'm only doing my own beats. You just never know.
Them phases, isn't it?
One of these days y'all gonna see like Sizzle just like rap mode.
Even to get onto the tape, it seems like a lottery right now because the amount of songs he's got.
He probably got like 5,000 songs ready to drop from FA4, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Cause like I remember when you know, because like whenever he goes lives and we've got a decent amount of songs. I remember the first time he played like one of the songs with my loop sort of thing, and I was like, yo, when's he gonna drop it? When's he gonna release it? And now I'm hearing it, like now whenever he does it, I'm like, oh, this is fire, but I know it's not gonna drop. The nice, I love for it too, but like I just don't know anymore, you know.
That's what you gotta do. Next time you see him, you just gotta get the records from him and just kind of like, yo, bro, you gonna let me put this out or what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you're not putting it out, I want to put it out.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's crazy, like how he just opens up to these other producers. You know, he lets other producers work with him, even online and that.
It's just always open to working with producers. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta find a way to get to him. As long as your shit hard, he gonna fuck with you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you lot make sure to follow Project X on everything. The YouTube coming soon, hopefully.
YouTube coming. Like I already got the YouTube set up, but I'm about to rebrand everything and just get everything back going again. Get the Discord, man. That shit, I'm in there all the time, every day. If you want to connect with me, talk to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna link that below as well. So if you don't want to check out the Discord, I'll link that below. Yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.